and welcome to the Orlando World Sunday Showdown, where this week we have finally made it to the grand final, with two of the very best attractions left in the competition, with two of Disney's top dogs making the final stage, with Disney's Hollywood Studios juggernaut Star Wars Rise of the Resistance going head-to-head with Animal Kingdom's Avatar Flight of Passage. As always, let's take a brief look at both of these attractions before we finally crown the winner in the Ultimate Theme Park Attraction Tournament. Disney unleashed arguably its biggest franchise to battle with the popularity of Universal's marquee attractions. Their answer was the development of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the most expensive land expansion to any theme park in the world at over $1 billion. The Rise of the Resistance attraction opened a few months after the land, on the 5th of December 2019 at Hollywood Studios, and instantly became one of the most highly anticipated attractions ever built. The ride combines several types of experiences to create the ultimate attraction, using walk-through, flight simulators, drop tracks, and a trackless dark ride. Rise of the Resistance is regarded as quite simply the most ambitious and most impressive theme park attraction ever built. Avatar Flight of Passage is a marquee flight simulation ride within Disney parks. It's a fully 3D flying experience which has been critically acclaimed as one of Disney's greatest ever attractions. Located in the Pandora the World of Avatar area of Animal Kingdom, it opened as a replacement attraction for the Camp Mini Mickey area of the park. You take a ride on the back of a native mountain banshee, as you fly through one of the most infinitely vast worlds, displayed on a giant IMAX cinema screen which surrounds the ride system. Flight of Passage is simply one of the most stunning visual theme park experiences ever created, taking riders on an unforgettable journey, which is so immersive and thrilling, it leaves you wanting much more. Now let's head into this week's series of 5 rounds, as we head straight into round 1. When it comes to the sheer scale of theme on any theme park attraction, few can argue that anyone does it quite like Disney, who went to incredible levels to create a minuscule part of expansive worlds which feature within the Star Wars franchise. And with Rise of the Resistance, Disney went to incredible lengths to create a small part of the Star Wars universe. Riders are drafted into the multi-layered experience as recruits of the Resistance, and are taken into the Resistance Control Center, where you come into contact with cast members who effectively play roles while you await to board the First Order fleet transport vehicles to reach the escape pods. The ride features a giant lobby area with hundreds of stormtroopers, an encounter with 80 anti-ats, and a host of characters from the movie franchise, as well as some incredible special effects. The story and action are great, and the theme is so incredibly detailed that it really does take you straight into the Star Wars universe in unimaginable ways, in what is deemed as currently the greatest modern-day attraction at any theme park in the world. Avatar Flight of Passage is an all-round incredibly well-themed attraction, with Disney creating some simply stunning environments which add to the overall presentation of the attractions. Theming is simply stunning, with the incredible backdrop of the Valley of Mora, with alien-like plants and creating a very minuscule part of a vast universe. The story takes place around 100 years after the original film, where the ACE program has been relaunched, with human inhabitants and the Na'vi who are trying to restore Banshee levels to a natural level after years of destruction caused by the RDA. Theming in the QA areas is amazing, showing a base camp laboratory, with lots of props and recognized items from the movie franchise. The Banshee is a bike system, which is one of the most interactive ride seats ever used for an attraction, with movements simulated on the Banshee pods, to mimic them breathing, and with special effects of wind, water and fragrances, to help heighten the environments even more, in what is one of the most simply stunning themed rides ever built, along with the incredible psychedelic showcase of bioluminescence at night. Theming here is at its absolute best. So the first point in the grand final goes to Rise of the Resistance for relying on more physical theming throughout the ride. Let's head to round 2. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance has a fairly standard ride capacity, which since officially opening has been limited to boarding groups throughout each day, which made it extremely hard to accommodate all riders in each day. Each trackless motion-controlled vehicles hold 8 riders, seated in 2 rows of 4, with dozens of vehicles moving off in groups at a time. Capacity for the ride isn't as high as it could be for such a major attraction, given its incredible popularity, but for how complex the ride is to operate with several ride systems, it's understandable that capacity isn't as high as it needs to be for such a big attraction. The Avatar Flight of Passage attraction, being a simulator attraction, is also limited. The show building has several floors, each having several showrooms on each floor, for the 2 pre-showrooms. The new interactive queue shows help to increase capacity a little, and help to enhance the experience from not just the outside, but the queue areas too. The ride Banshee pods are laid out in rows of 10, with several rows, making an hourly capacity of 1,800 riders per hour. Meaning that in round 2, the Hollywood Studio attraction takes a commanding 2-point lead as we head into the 3rd round. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is a blockbuster attraction, which operates multi-ride systems and gives several different experiences within one ride. The attraction operates for an impressive 18 minutes of time, with a few minutes given to the pre-show, with a few other interactive elements before the main part of the attraction, which lasts almost 10 minutes in itself, in one of the most incredible attractions ever built. For 18 minutes, you would be very hard pushed not to feel incredibly immersed in the environment throughout the very long run time, which passes by very well, with a well-balanced ride, with some great pacing throughout. Flight of Passage is a fairly lengthy experience overall, if you take into account the queue areas, with various interactive elements littered throughout, and the 2 5-minute pre-ride areas with video briefings. The overall experience is around 20 minutes long, but the main 3D ride experience is around 4.5 minutes long. It does feel much longer, as the ride is well balanced with some fast-paced action, chase scenes, and some relaxing visual wizardry. The ride is considered one of the best experiences in any theme park, with many fans wishing it would be a bit longer, but with the franchise being rebooted, there is an opportunity for the ride to vary a little in future. So in round 3 for capacity, the point goes to Rise of the Resistance. Let's move on now to round 4. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance opened a few months later than the incredibly ambitious Star Wars Galaxy's Edge land at Hollywood Studios. The extra few months needed to complete the attraction definitely helped Disney to perfect the ride, ensuring the experience was a true-to-life for the Star Wars franchise as was technically possible. The ride was so highly anticipated that Disney quickly had to operate a boarding group system, which saw guests arrive before the park opened to try and book a slot to ride. It was so incredibly popular that it was extremely difficult to guarantee a boarding group to ride, which has often led to much disappointment for many park guests. It's certainly one of the most highly anticipated attractions ever built and has opened to incredible fan adoration, heralded as the theme park king of rides currently. And even after almost 4 years of operations, Pandora the World of Avatar and its flagship attraction Avatar Flight of Passage certainly provides competition in regards to not only its theme and story, but the overall attraction is a once-in-a-lifetime experience which has pushed its technology to the limits more. Regularly since its inception in 2017, Flight of Passage continues to have consistently high wait times compared to many other attractions, which shows just how popular the ride is, even 3 years or so later. It's a testament to the attraction that its popularity is soaring, and remains one of the must-ride attractions when visiting any of the Florida theme parks. But in round 4, despite this being such a close call in this round, Flight of Passage just sneaks the point as we head to the 5th and final round. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is considered Disney's marquee attraction, with its thrilling blend of traditional Disney style animatronics with added screen technologies which add to the immersion. Rise of the Resistance in terms of actual ride thrills comes mostly from the flight simulator elements which offer the most of actual thrilling movement, but the entertainment, with the story, special and visual effects, and the sheer scale of the attraction, along with the use of multiple ride systems, make this attraction feel so incredibly realistic that it's easy to see why this is considered to be the standard bearer of theme park attractions. The bar has certainly been raised to incredible levels with Rise of the Resistance, providing not just an exciting theme park ride, but an overall experience taking you completely into the environment from the second you enter the line. It's considered the best current theme park attraction in the world, and it's easy to see why, with its thrilling action-packed scenes and amazing larger-than-life world. Avatar Flight of Passage is one of the most magical ride creations in theme park history. The ride isn't the most intense in terms of thrills or fear factor, but overall the ride relies on a very immersive 3D experience to bring out that excitement in a way like no other theme park ride has achieved. The sheer limitlessness of the environment created in itself is impressive, and the ride simply is just a thing of perfect storytelling, bringing riders to feeling so many empowering emotions throughout the attraction. From the wow factor of the overall theming, to the special effects and subtle touches like smells and other elements to bring the experience to life. The land completely transforming into a cascade of colour at night takes the overall thrill and feel of the experience to new levels, in what is rightly noted as one of the benchmark theme park attractions ever built. So in the 5th and final round, just narrowly, but unsurprisingly, Avatar Flight of Passage takes the point to end this week's contest. So after 68 exciting episodes, we have finally made it to the end of the contest and now have our undisputed winner. Which means that finishing as the most worthy of runner-ups in the competition is the wonderful Avatar Flight of Passage, which only by the smallest of margins was pipped to the post at the end of the competition. Flight of Passage has achieved so much in its 4-year run so far, and continues to be deemed as the ultimate flight simulation ride, pushing the boundaries of storytelling and technical wizardry, and creating such a fantastic journey that sets the ride so far apart from almost all others. It's a worthy contender to the title, and an attraction which sets the standards higher than they have ever been. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance wins the contest. Meaning after over 1 year's worth of episodes we finally crown the ultimate winner of the Orlando World's Sunday Showdown, with the worthy winner, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, showing that the new kid on the block has set new boundaries for what is expected of theme park rides, while remaining true to the classic elements which will make this a ride to be enjoyed by millions over the coming years. It's a deserving winner and champion. So there you have it, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is the ever-dominant champion over the other 128 attractions featured in this series. So that's it from us, but stay tuned in the coming months where the Showdown series returns with an all-new range of battles. All will be revealed in the coming months, so stay tuned, but for now, it's goodbye, and a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in and watching. Bye for now. We hope you enjoy this video. Please support us by subscriing to our channel. You can find us on social media platforms. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at Orlando Worlds, and on Instagram at The Orlando Worlds. Thanks for watching.